In this video, we are going to go over naming carboxylic acids. So formic acid is a 1-carbon carboxylic acid, and acetic acid is a 2-carbon carboxylic acid, and those are the common names for those two carboxylic acids. For IUPAC naming, you first identify the longest chain containing the carboxylic acid functional group. You change the E of the alkane name to oic acid. So we see here we have a 4-carbon chain. Carbon number 1 is the carbon double bonded to the oxygen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The prefix for 4 is but. So you have butan, and then you have oic acid. Naming branch carboxylic acid, you always assign the carbonyl carbon as carbon number 1. Then you use locator numbers for substituents. So in this example, we have carbon number 1 at the carbonyl carbon, and then we number right to left, so 2, 3, 4. We see that on carbon 3, we have 2 1-carbon substituents, which are called methyls. So we have 3,3-dimethyl butan oic acid. So to practice, we're going to determine the IUPAC names for the following carboxylic acids. So go ahead and pause the video and work on these, and then when you're ready, unpause and we'll do them together. So for this first one, we're going to number our carbons. The carbonyl carbon is always number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons is pent. And so we are going to do pent and oic acid because our suffix is oic acid. So, and we don't have any substituents, so it's just pentanoic acid. For this one, we have carbon as our number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons is but. So we have butanoic acid. Notice we don't put 1 butanoic acid. It is always assumed that the carbonyl carbon is at carbon number 1. On this side, we're going to do it again. We have carbon number 1, the carbonyl carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 carbons is non. So we have non-noic acid. We have no substituents, so there's nothing before it. This one, our carbonyl carbon is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons is hex. On carbon 2, we have 1 carbon substituent, which is methyl. Carbon 4, we have a methyl as well. And on carbon 5, we have a methyl. So we have 3 of these groups, which the prefix is going to be tri. So we have 2, 4, 5, trimethyl, hex, and noic acid. So to name carboxylic acids, you first identify the longest chain containing the carboxylic acid functional group. Remember, if there is a longer chain, but it doesn't contain the carboxylic acid functional group, it doesn't matter. It has to contain the carboxylic acid functional group to be considered the parent chain. Once you find the longest chain, you have to change the E of the alkane name to oic acid. You assign the carbonyl carbon as carbon number 1 and use locator numbers for substituents.